Nancy Ehle, Certified Walk Leader under Leslie Sansone's Walk Leader program. You might be familiar with Leslie's DVD series called Walk at Home. Walk Leader is an extension of that. Leslie is training up people just like me to lead live classes, and we use the basic techniques that you see Leslie use. Now, this is not just a walk in the park, just so you know. This is power walking in place to music. It's actually aerobic walking. We engage every major muscle group in the body for overall body conditioning. This is a multi-muscle, calorie blasting, fat burning walk, and it gets results. My classes in the Calgary area currently include a series under Canadian Pacific's wellness program. It's called CP Walks. I have a very special guest who's going to join me. Her name is Annie. Annie is one of my lovely walkers from that series, and she has graciously agreed to come and share her results with us. So Annie, why don't you come and join me? Woohoo! Hello.
How are you?
I am very, very well. How are you?
I'm good.
Ah, it's so good that you're here.
Thank you.
You're looking wonderful.
Thank you.
Are you feeling wonderful?
I do. I feel wonderful.
Now, you have been walking with me since...
Beginning of August 2012.
Oh, wow. So
Yes.
we're talking 6 months.
Correct. 6 months.
Wow. So you just hit a bit of a milestone, didn't you?
Yes. 32 pounds today.
32 pounds?
Down.
Oh. Yes, I'm glad it's down and not
Yes,
up.
that's down.
Good point to clarify. Wow. That is amazing.
Yes.
So...
I did not think I would do that, but here I am.
Yes. Wow. And you're doing Weight Watchers as well, isn't it?
That's right.
Do you find that a good combination?
It is a good combination because it's a point-based system for the food,
Right.
but you can also include exercise points for when you exercise.
Wow.
So you can apply it against your day or...
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I've never done Weight Watchers, but I have heard that it's a really, really good program, and I've heard people say that doing it in combination with a program like this is you know, the best of both worlds in some ways.
I find it works for me.
Right.
So it's
So did you make any big changes in your actual diet and how you were eating?
I noticed I include more fruit and vegetables in my diet because there's 0 points.
Ooh, incentive.
That's right.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
So take me back 6 months.
Mhm.
Before you started walking, what was it that instigated it for you as far as, I know there's people out there who probably, maybe they're in the same place now that you were, and maybe they're trying to figure out what to do. What made you decide to get active, that you needed to do something?
So when I joined the walk with you in August, before that I had actually joined Weight Watchers beginning of July. And what made me decide to do that was I saw a picture of myself that was taken 2 weeks before.
Wow.
So that was mid-June that picture was taken.
Right,
And when it was
right.
sent to me in an email, I opened it and I was like, oh my God.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah, and then this is when I decided I have to do something. I
Right.
joined Weight Watchers and then I started the walk a month after.
Wow.
Yes.
How did you hear about the classes themselves?
A friend of mine just called me and she said, you have to walk with me.
Is that right?
Which I thought was going for a walk.
Boy, did you get a surprise.
I did get a surprise.
And these
But it
are-
was the best surprise of my life. I
Oh,
guess.
that's
Yeah.
cool. That is
Because
really cool.
it changed me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Do you think it's a fad, or is it something you think you'll continue with?
No, I think I'll continue doing it because it's affordable. It's easy to do. You don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need to join a gym.
Right, right.
And you don't have to put a lot of expectation on yourself once
Yes.
you start this because it's walking
Right.
and you just do it.
Wow. So what about those days, like with your Weight Watchers, what about those weigh-in days where maybe you didn't lose, maybe you actually gained a pound or two? Did that make you feel like a failure? Did you want to quit?
No, not the first weigh-in. Because if it happens once or twice, it's okay because you can get back on track.
Right.
But just don't give up.
Right.
Don't
right.
give up.
I think, if I remember, you had a little bit of encouragement from your boyfriend.
Yes, he calls it my walksercise.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes. Because he did not, I think, understand it was aerobics walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I explained it to him, he thought it was a good idea.
Right.
But he
right.
still calls it my walksercise.
It pretty much is walksercise.
Yes.
Isn't it?
That's what it is.
Oh, and what kind of the changes did you start to notice? Was it just the scale number, or were there other things that
Oh.
you started to notice?
Dropping clothes size, even shoe size.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I dropped the shoe size.
Oh my gosh!
And I feel more energized. I even took a second job because I need clothes.
Yeah. That's so funny.
But yeah, I feel more energized. I feel it in my body.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
More
The
energy.
toning
Yeah.
in the body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And what about other people? Have they been noticing
Oh yes,
differences?
people saw me on photos and from before when I visited my family before I started, they saw photos of me not too long ago and they were just amazed.
Wow.
How over here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Had you ever heard of Leslie Sansone and the Walk at Home program before you started this?
No, that was my first time hearing
Wow.
about it. Yeah.
Wow.
And transforms me. Still doing it.
This is what I like to hear.
That's
Woo!
right. And that's all I do. I don't do any other workout or nothing else.
Really?
No,
So
twice a week.
twice a week?
2 to 3 times a week I do
So
it.
you're not doing 5-6 days a week?
Oh no.
Wow.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I do it with Nancy twice a
That's-
week or
yeah.
2-3 times a week, yeah.
That's really amazing. And 30 pounds in 32 pounds now.
32.
As of today, in
Yes.
6 months.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. I'm very happy.
Wow.
And the combination of Weight Watcher and the Walk at Home is perfect.
Right.
For me. It
Yeah.
works for me.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
Mhm.
I am on Leslie's Facebook page a lot,
Yeah.
and I have heard people say that too, that they're on Weight Watchers and Walking with Leslie, and
Mhm.
they find that it's such a good, they get results, and I think that's
Exactly.
the thing. People get results with this program. I lost 10 pounds in 6 weeks.
There you go.
And you know, for me, initially it was my love handles.
Mhm.
1 week,
Right.
and they had gone down. I could tell. It's really something.
Oh yeah, love handles, they almost gone.
Woo.
Yes, that's another thing.
What about the classes themselves? I mean, you probably hadn't worked out in a long time when you started, right?
Oh yeah.
So, how did you find the classes at first? Was it easy to follow? Were you finding you were?
It was easy to follow, except for one move in particular I had problems with, but
And which one might that be?
it was a tap out.
I bet it was the lunge part.
It was the lunge in the arm, and I was like, what the hell is this? It's too hard. And then I ended up stopping. I looked at Nancy do it,
Yeah.
and I ended up doing it, and then everything else followed after
Right,
that.
Right. You know, to be honest, as a leader, that's one of the things I have actually found is that the tap out with the lunge has been the one move that a lot of people do struggle with, and I find that once they get it, they've got it. And
True.
like you say, you just got to keep trying,
Yes.
right? And for me, I had trouble with it. I mean, I had just figured out how to do the opposite hand with a kick.
Oh yes.
And that was hard enough for me because it was always the same. And it's like, no, it's got to be opposite. And I finally figured that out and then came to the tap out and lunge. Do you think I could get it?
Oh yeah.
I finally
Yeah.
walked right up to the TV and I said, Leslie, how are you doing that? I did. And I stood there and I watched her. And I figured out I was trying to do the opposite arm. And with
Okay,
the
so
tap
it
on the
wouldn't work.
lunge, it is the same one.
Right.
Once you figure that out,
Once you figure out the turn,
yeah.
then I think the arm just flows, and there you go.
Yeah.
Just doing it.
Yes. So overall, how do you find the classes themselves?
Oh, I like them. I like it because you can go as intense as you want. You can be as, not relaxed, but not be a little...
Just ease up a little bit.
Correct,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
If
there's
you don't
some-
feel good one
yeah.
day, just still go.
Mhm.
And then just tell Nancy that you don't really feel good that day, and then you just do it. Because you have to.
And hydration, right?
Hydration, drinking water, not coffee.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you have done amazing. I mean, these last 6 months, I've seen the difference. I've been able to watch you progress.
Right.
Which for me is a real treat to see such dramatic results. I mean, we have before and after pictures that we're going to include.
Right, that's true.
And
I
it
can
is,
agree to that.
yes, and it is a dramatic difference. And
Yes, it is.
I am very, very proud of what you've accomplished. I think it's something to be proud of.
Yeah, I'm proud of it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there who struggle. And I think, and when we've talked, you and I have talked together before, you've mentioned that, you know, the whole thing about just pushing on and not giving up.
No,
right?
you can't give up.
And I think you mentioned earlier about the expectations. And I think you walked into it with such a good attitude.
Yes, I had no expectation. I was just there to try to do something else besides the gym. Then if you go to the gym, you pay this much money. Oh my God, I have to lose weight. Oh my God, I have to get in shape. But doing this, it's affordable. You can just do it.
Right.
And there's no really big expectations. As long as you're there, you move.
Right. And I think sometimes even the weigh scale can be a stumbling block for some people, because like you say, the whole, you go to weigh in and oh no, I've gained that week, and you almost, some people might just give up at that point. But again, you had such a good attitude about it. It's like, you know what? No, this is a new week.
That's right. It has to be a new week after the weigh-in.
Mm-hmm.
Right after the weigh-in, when you get out of there, it's a new week.
Yeah.
Treat yourself if you want, but get back on track.
Yes. You look all lovely sitting there.
Thank you.
And you're sitting in a very special seat, because this is Leslie's throne.
Ooh.
Just so you know, I don't even sit on Leslie's throne.
Look at that.
And this is my house, because that love seat is usually covered
there
with
you
my
go.
entire DVD collection, which is probably between 25 and 30.
Right.
So you were very privileged today, and I'm so glad that you came and joined me, and I want to thank you for sharing your story, because I think it's really going to motivate people.
I hope so. If you can motivate only one person to join and lose and keep going.
Yes.
That's
And I
good.
mean, it's motivating for me,
For sure.
because I've seen the difference from day one till now.
Yes.
And you're one of my super walkers. I would say you are one of my super walkers.
Nice.
Woo!
Yay.
So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I will see you in class.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thanks, Annie. So there you have it. 30 pounds in 6 months. I am so proud of that girl. You know, the beauty of this program is the simplicity. It's walking. If you can walk, you can do this. Your current fitness level does not matter. You can make this as intense or as easy as you want. The key is to move to the pace of the music, because that's what's going to get you fit. You know, you've got some great choices out there in fitness. Hey, your local health club, Zumba classes, Scottish dance class. Pick your activity, get out there and get active. We've got to get you burning calories and getting into those fat reserves in your body, and that's what's going to make the difference. Thanks for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed Annie's testimony. You know, as I say, that just absolutely motivates me to no end. And I'm going to tell you, you can do this. Walk on, walk strong.